What is cracking? Collective. It's your girl Ash, aka Goddess Souls, in the building. I'm busy back, babies. Alright, that's one point blank, period. Here to deliver a message, here to tell a story, here to give a word. Remember that this message, this story, this word may not resonate with you at all, but if you're like, yo, Ash, that was me in the past, I can resonate with you because, man, that happened to me in the past. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're like, yo, Ash, that's me right now, I'm going through that right now, make sure you hit the like button right now, right? And this message, and this story, and this word is pretty much about somebody that has these amazing dreams, right? And sometimes these dreams can be scary. Sometimes these dreams could be fulfilling. Sometimes these dreams could be just all around nightmares, right? And whoever this is, right, collective, this person simply can just see and observe things in their dreams, right? Now, this person, that might be you, this person simply doesn't always truly believe in their own dreams, but their dreams just seem so real. Or they may even find themselves playing out things that happen in their dreams later on, or they see something that plays out in somebody else's life from their dreams later on. And for the best thing about it, or the most good thing about it, is that this person is learning from their dreams. They're learning things from their dreams that they're finding out that they maybe wasn't supposed to see from the outside world looking in, or maybe something that other people didn't want them to see from the outside world looking in. And this person that has these dreams maybe one day stumbles across this road, across this path, across this valley, right? You know what I'm saying? And this valley is not just any type of valley, right? But let's just say, you know, it's a valley of good and evil. And when this person is simply on this path, on this road, on this valley of good and evil, this person meets different personalities, meets different people, meets certain things, right? And maybe at the end of the day, this person doesn't know if they're dreaming or they're inside of their real reality or their own reality, or what's really going on inside of this reality. And maybe sometimes they just didn't know that these dreams were going to be a part of their reality, or this specific dream was going to be a part of their reality, or what they're walking down, the road that they are going down, the valley that they are on their way down was never a dream, it was all reality. What if everything that they were dreaming of was all about their reality, was all about their future, was all about them, right? And this is kind of like the movie Alice in Wonderland. So if you haven't seen Alice in Wonderland, you know what I'm saying, maybe we should go rewatch the movie about Alice in Wonderland. And this is kind of like Alice, right? Where she goes down this deep dark hole and just stumbling down this hole and just stumbling down and stumbling down. And sooner or later, as you go down this path, as you go down this road, as you go down this valley, you will notice and understand that at the end of the day in life, it's all about the people that you meet. And the people that you meet are good, and some people that you meet are just simply evil. And in this message and in this story, It's simply about somebody that comes across one person down their path, and this person that comes down their path, they tell them different things about the path, right? And maybe when they first get down this journey and down this path, they learn different things about this path. They learn it because they get so intrigued about this path. Like, man, you know, this person is telling them, like, look, this path is the right path to go down. This path is a path that you've been, you know what I'm saying, wanting to go down. This path is the dream path. This path is just simply a dream path. Can you feel this dream inside of your path? You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this path. This is the path of your dreams, right? And this person gets so intrigued by it, you know what I'm saying? But it gets so intrigued by this other person, right? This other person gets more closer and closer to this person, right? And whoever this person is connected with is all a part of the dream, all a part of the path, all a part of the good versus evil path, right? And remind you that this person is going inside of this path. They are so pure-hearted, or, you know what I'm saying, they may not be holier than thou, but they have good intentions. Like, look, my intentions are pure. And they are hoping that the other people that they're coming across, or this other person that they're coming across, is also pure. Or have you ever met an innocent person that just thinks that everybody is just simply pure? Oh no, this person wouldn't do you no harm. Oh no, this person wouldn't do me no harm. Oh no, it's an innocence here. It's a certain type of innocence that's just simply here, down this path, down this road, down this valley of good versus evil. So this friend, this one friend that this person meets, right? We can call her Alice, or we can call her you, or you might be one of the friends down this path, right? Down this path, down this dream, down this road. And let's just say that, you know, the first person she meets is, right, the rabbit, right? The Mad Hatter, right? And the Mad Hatter teaches her things. He teaches her about the good side of these things, and also that maybe it might be some bad sides of these things, but I just want to show you the things. And this person also shows her, gives her advice, gives her confidence to leave behind certain things that was maybe holding her back. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, the things that he was telling her was absolutely right. Like, man, you are absolutely right. Like, all these other people that's on the same journey that you're on, and in this town that you're in, and down this path that you're on, if this is how this journey is, and I want to continue down this journey, you know what I'm saying? I want to continue down this path. I want to continue down this road. I want to be a part of this path. I want to be a part of this road. I want to be a part of this friendship. I want to be a part of this because I have changed myself into something that is simply a part of this. And I didn't know that pieces in me was discovered when I simply discovered this. But at the same time, as you learn, or as Alice learns, it's more deeper things that's inside of this. Deeper things that's inside of this journey, right? And let's just say you are Alice and you lose your Mad Hatter, right? Mad Hatter leaves you, or, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go down this road alone. Like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying, when I started out, you know, the Mad Hatter had my back. The Mad Hatter showed me what I needed to see. The Mad Hatter showed me that how certain things was toxic inside of me, or the Mad Hatter showed me how things were toxic around me and how I need to get those things from around me. Like, man, I love this environment. It's just simply so different than my environment that I've ever been in, or was in, or was around, and I feel like this is my environment. You know. But sooner or later, right, when we have somebody that's good, or when we have the Mad Hatter, or when we have somebody that's successful, or when we have somebody that is a part of us. Sometimes that person leaves from a part of us, and we leave from them because we simply have to go on this road by ourselves. We simply have to go down this lane by ourselves. We simply have to travel alone simply by ourselves because they have to teach somebody else. Have you ever experienced that, where it's like, all right, it's time to switch classes, it's time to switch grades, and now it's time for the teacher to teach somebody else? Where it's simply a part of the student has outgrown me, so I need you to go and do something for yourself. Like, yes, you saw the beautiful parts about it. You saw the beautiful things or parts about it. You saw the goodness about it, but I need you to now take this road on yourself. This road with yourself, right? So this may not be like the original movie or the original story, but imagine that you Alice and you're like, look, okay, well, I'm going to pack up my bags and I got this. And I'm going to go along this road by myself, but I know that it's going to be other people like the Mad Hatter on this road like myself. You know what I'm saying? I know people are going to be, you know what I'm saying, kind to me. I know people are going to be loving towards me. I know this, right? And maybe Mad Hatter showed you everything, taught you everything, schooled you everything. I'm seeing like the Karate Kid where you just, you know what I'm saying, learn everything before you have to simply go out there by yourself, right? Like, I have taught you well. I have taught you well. I have schooled you well. And now you have to go out there by yourself. It's something about you simply being by yourself on this road. But you still go out there with that same pure heart, that same innocence, like it's nothing else. So when you start going down this road, you hear whispers and you hear things, and you're like, oh yeah, it's creepy people around here, and sorts of things. It's magic around here, and sorts of things. It's witchcraft around here and sorts of things. But still, you, that's pure, you still, okay, alright. They're whispering amongst themselves, but they don't have anything to do with me. I'm still going to go down this path because this is what the Mad Hatter has taught me. I believe that everybody is just simply going to be like the Mad Hatter and be willing to teach me. Or you know what I'm saying, I learned all these things from the Mad Hatter and from watching the Mad Hatter and from studying and from learning and from understanding things, that I got this because I learned from the Mad Hatter. So as you go down this road, right, and you're just so happy and you're just so go-lucky, and maybe you have a skill that you're like, look, I can do this skill, I got this skill, and you're just even beginning now on your skills, right? But you may not even know that your skills are that good of skills. You know how some people can see your skills and they're like, that person is good at these skills, but we can't let them know that they're good at these skills. We simply can't and let them know. You might be a couple months in, you might be a couple weeks in, you might just have got your practice in, like, look, let me practice in these skills as you go down this road. And as you're not paying attention to anything else that's around you, you still so happy about the skills that you simply have around you. You are happy of the little accomplishments that you have around you. You are happy of the lessons that you have learned from the Mad Hatter around you. You are happy, like, okay, I gotta keep these skills in the back of my mind. I gotta keep these skills in the back of my brain. I gotta keep these things around me. I gotta keep my skills around me. But I still believe that that is good around me. So you start to go to the next person, or you start to get to the next place, and maybe, like I said, you've been working on your skills, or maybe you come across people and, you know what I'm saying, they love you with your skills. They're like, man, I love your skills. I love how you do it. I love how you are. I love everything about you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe the people that are like the Mad Hatters, right? You know what I'm saying? But they not the Mad Hatter, but they might be teachers as well. They like, look, man, I don't like this person's skills. oh man, this person really don't got the skills. Like, oh, they think they got the skills, but how about we make them go a little bit crazy because they think they got skills? How about we throw things in their way because they got skills? How about we make them feel like, man, they don't got no skills at all? How about we make them feel like, man, you just keep on working and working and working, but nothing is coming to you at all with your skills? Sometimes in life we go through certain things where it's other people around us, even though we are the student, they see our skills. And even if we are the student, we may not even understand our skills. Down our journey, down our path, down our valley, we may not even understand our skills. So big up to the ones that got these skills. Shout out to the students that just simply have skills. A shout out to the students that are still students, even if they are teachers, baby, we still learning our skills. And we get to the next group. We get to the next group, right? To the next teacher or teachers, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you go from elementary school to high school and like, look, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, rotate. All right, we rotate in teachers, we rotate in lessons. So you being at the school, you being the student, you just so happy to be the student. You got all these different teachers and you like, oh my God, I love that teacher. That is one of the best teachers ever. And you just so happy because they your teacher. And you go to the next class, oh my God, you are so talented. I love the way you teach. You are a great teacher. And you go to the next class, you're like, man, you are a phenomenal teacher. You should be just known in the books because how phenomenal you are as a teacher. Like, I know that, you know what I'm saying, I came from a long way and the Mad Hatter taught me a whole bunch of things. Do you know the Mad Hatter? Do you know him? Because I got taught from him. He taught me. And I'm just so happy to be around all these different teachers showing me all these different things. Or how good they are. Have you ever had a teacher that's like, man, you know what I'm saying? I look up to you that I want to be a teacher. I look up to you that, man, I want to be a teacher just like you one day. But see, you as a student, maybe you are very good as the student. Maybe you are very phenomenal as the student. Have you ever been so phenomenal as a student that the teacher was like, man, you know what I'm saying? That's a very impressive student. that is a student that I might have to worry about. That may be a student that I have to check more into about. Because I'm so inspired by this student, but I can't let that student know that I'm inspired by that student. Or have you ever, you know what I'm saying, experience where, you know what I'm saying, the teachers get in the huddle like, man, we got to get in the huddle because we got to talk about this student. Have y'all seen this student? Have y'all heard about this student? Have y'all checked out this student? Like, man, this student, they really good at what they do, and we ain't never seen nothing like this student. When you come across this type of thing, it's going to be two sets of people, and maybe even three, right? It's going to be, first, the type of teachers that is like, man, that student is amazing. I admire that student. That student should keep going. And matter of fact, you have so much growing to do, but I love that I never came across a student like you. I love that student. I'm clapping for that student. Shout out to that student, right? And then we have the other ones. That's like, yeah, whatever. All right. I'm still going to do me as a teacher, even though a student is good. But, you know what I'm saying? I stay in my own lane. I do my own thing. Let's keep it going. All right. Yeah. Shout out to that student. You know what I'm saying? All right. So my phone died. And I'm just like, you know, we just going to finish it without anything, right? Without the camera, right? So, alright, where we left off in this message and this story and this word is simply where we have 3 different types of teachers, right? Okay. Now, remind you that Alice, right? You can be Alice or you can be one of the teachers, right? And Alice is very smart, very intelligent, very kind, very outgoing, very loving, very optimistic, very happy, very just happy-go-lucky to have friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I got friends, or oh my God, I can learn. Oh my God, these are the people that I've been looking up to. I want to be just like you, and I want to be just like you, and I want to be just like you. Do you know how long I've been studying this? And I want to be just like you. I simply just want to be just like you, right? So that's the type of energy that Alice is in. And Alice doesn't think of anything bad of these teachers, never could even fathom anything bad about these teachers. So we have the 3 teachers, right? And the one set of teachers, you know, when you get together and they talk about students, they like, look, man, you know what I'm saying? That student got a lot of potential. Shout out to that student. I really admire that student. I want to see that student go far. I want that student to take it to the moon. That's how far I want to see that student go, right? And then we have the second set of teachers. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the student good, but I just came here to teach. I came here to do what I got to do. I came here to get a message. I came here, you know what I'm saying, to provide the course that needs to be provided. But, you know, shout out to that student, right? But it makes me never mind about the student. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got teachers that don't really care. They just there. You know, like, look, I'm here just to do the job and go home. That's what I'm here for. So shout out to those teachers as well, because, you know what I'm saying, they stay out the way. They stay out the way of the other teachers, and also they stay out the way of the students. Like, look, once it's time to clock out, that's when it's time to clock out, and I stay out of the way of the students. But we have the third group of teachers that Alice has to experience, and who talks about Alice. And see, in this third group of teachers, these teachers are kind of cunning, kind of the type that you gotta thread carefully when you coming into their classroom. You gotta thread carefully, even giving them any type of accomplishments, any type of congratulations, any type of, oh my God, I admire you type of energy. And see, these teachers, when they see a good student that might be better than them or can have potential to be better than them, they come together and say, hey, how about we trick this student? How about we torture this student? How about we play mind games with this student? How about we try to humiliate this student? How about we try to confuse this student? How about we see how smart this student really is? Let's see and play this student. Let's see and let's play. And see, these group of teachers, maybe they do this every year. Or they may say, like, look, you know, we just simply do this every year where we see somebody with potential, but we scare them away. So maybe they can lose their potential. We scare them away, right? Maybe they'll lose their dreams. Maybe they'll lose their hopes. And some people will be like, how dare you ever say that about a teacher? Why would a teacher ever do that to a student? Exactly. That's the same thing that Alice thought. Like, man, how could or would or ever would I ever think that a teacher would ever do that to a student? But hey, some things happen when you're just simply a student. And sometimes things get into people that they just don't understand. Like, man, this person is just a student. This person is just an adolescent. And this person may not be physically an adolescent, but this person does not know anything about the environment that they are in because it's adolescent to them. They don't know anything about the environment they are stepping into because it's simply adolescent to them. So of course they see the good in everybody because they are just adolescent. And it is just simply adolescent to them. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, when we are adolescent and we think adolescently, some things become from adolescent to a lesson. Our experience goes from being an adolescent to a lesson. Like, yeah, I just simply had to turn that into a lesson. Or you know what, since you want to think adolescent, we're going to teach you a lesson. We just simply going to teach you a lesson. So these group of teachers, right? They want to do everything to make Alice feel like don't nobody want her. Every time Alice is like, look, I think I know the answer. I think I know the answer. They skip her. They ignore her. They act like she doesn't exist. Every time Alice does a project and does another project and does another project and does another project, and she gives it her all and she works all night and all day on this project, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, she's just so good that she does it effortlessly and she scores it, or maybe she takes these tests and she aces that test and she aces that test and she aces that test and aces that test and check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark, period. But still they ignore Alice. Purposely. Like, didn't I do good on my project? Did you maybe see my project? Do you know about my project? And oh, well, we don't know. It was all right. It was okay. But such and such, oh man, did you see their project? And Alice is not a hater at all. And Alice like, look, man, I congratulate that person on their project. I congratulate that person on their work. I congratulate them. And I'm so happy for them. And I'm so proud of them. But, you know, man, I think my project is good too. Or, oh man, like, man, am I tripping about my project? So Alice is like, all right, well, maybe I'm just not good enough. Maybe I'm just not working hard enough. Not knowing that the third group of teachers is intentionally trying to make Alice feel unintentional. They are intentionally making Alice feel unseen. They are intentionally putting Alice down. Making Alice feel like, you know, you're not good enough. Nobody wants you. Nobody listens to you. And your skills, they are not good enough here. So Alice, she just works and works and works and works and works and works more harder. She says, okay, well, if this is not good enough, I'm going to try it again. And this is not good enough. Well, how about now? And this is not good enough. Well, how about now? See, the thing about Alice is that she has this type of heart where she like, look, man, if that ain't good enough, I'm going to still keep on giving it a try. Or even if I feel like I don't got nothing left in me, how about I get something else to try? How about I switch things around and give that a try? How about I say this and do that? How about I put this in that place? And how about I put that in that place? How about I switch it up again? How about this and how about that? And how about, you know what I'm saying, retwist this for some differences? How about we make things just, you know what I'm saying, a little bit different for some differences? And see, that's the thing about Alice, is that she's different. she has some type of differences. And maybe that is the problem with these certain teachers, is that they don't like Alice's differences. They don't like that Alice is willing to turn this way and turn that way and switch it this way and switch it that way. And how about you look at it this way? And how about I look at it that way? And how about we look at it that way? They didn't like how Alice was maybe teaching the teachers. And when we think about Alice, we could think about the teachers being the queen, right? The evil queen, the evil queens. Because down this valley, down this path, down this road of good versus evil, baby, we got more than one just good queen and bad queen. We got multiple queens. We got evil queens. And we got good queens. And when you notice these two different types of queens, the good queens always helps Alice, or always looks at Alice and smiles at Alice, but you know what I'm saying, to keep things cordial, like it's in a movie, right? When you gotta keep things cordial, it's like I can't smile too much at Alice. I can't give Alice too much props because it's more evil than good. You know what I'm saying? When you are simply in an environment where it's more evil than good, I have to, you know what I'm saying, not pay too much attention to Alice, because they gonna know that I favor Alice. They gonna know that I like Alice, and I don't want these evil queens to bother me because I like Alice. But at the same time, I still feel bad for Alice. I still feel some type of hurt for Alice. I still feel like, man, I wish Alice knew that she was good at what she do. But as long as Alice keep going, just know, baby, low key, I am rooting for you. Maybe they even whisper it to Alice, like, look, Alice, I'm just finna whisper it to you. I'm rooting for you. Change up this economic, change up this school zone, change up this community, change up this environment, change it up, baby. But I gotta tell you, and I gotta whisper it to you, go Alice. I gotta whisper it to you, go Alice. And just by hearing that, sometimes that's all that Alice needed. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe Alice didn't see anything. Maybe she didn't get anything. Maybe every time she switched to another classroom and she like, oh my God, you're so great. I want to be just like you. And they like, shut up, Alice. Have you ever been in an environment, in a room, in an energy where nobody wanted you there? And even every time you talk, they're like, shut up, Alice. They want you to shut up. They want you to be quiet. They want you to not talk. They don't want you to say what you need to say. They don't want you to say it. They don't want you to do it. They don't want you to live it. And baby, they don't want you to be it. Okay? You know what I'm saying? They don't want that. So yeah, just by Alice hearing that, maybe even it's just one teacher, go Alice. Alice keep going. Like, look, when nobody with me shooting in the gym. Ain't nobody with me shooting in the gym. You gotta keep on going. Shooting in the gym. Just shooting in the gym. Let's go, Alice. Shooting in the gym. Let's go. Keep shooting in the gym. So Alice continues and continues and continues. But one day, Alice overhears the evil queens, the evil teachers, talking amongst themselves. about Alice. And maybe Alice noticed that the teachers were so judgmental about Alice than anybody else. So hard on Alice more than anybody else. Everything that Alice said, they judged. Everything that Alice did, they judged. Everything that Alice was, they judged. So, Alice noticed, like, why does these teachers don't like me? And Alice maybe even started to get brokenhearted. Like, man, I didn't know these teachers didn't like me. I didn't know it was good teachers and evil teachers. Even though I got some teachers that they just don't care. They be like, look, I'm at my business and I'm out of here, right? I see no evil, hear no evil, I speak no evil. Baby Alice, I can't help you because I don't know any evil. They don't know nothing. They keep their mouth shut. You know, the second type of teachers. But deep down, you know, Alice just sits there and thinks, like, man, I didn't know that you was no good. I didn't know that you was no good. I just simply didn't know. Because where I came from and the person that taught me about this journey, the person that got me on this journey, the Mad Hatter, they never told me that certain things wasn't no good. They never told me that it was going to be people on this journey that wasn't no good. They never told me that people on this journey didn't wish me no good. Man, I'm thinking it's all sunshine and rainbows on this journey and everything is all good. I'm thinking it's people like me that understand me, that came from where I came from and, you know what I'm saying, hurt the way that I heard it and would never hurt somebody else the way that I heard it or try to hurt anybody else. That actually on this journey is no good. I didn't know that it wasn't no good. I didn't know. I didn't know that magic was real and certain people were no good. I didn't know like witchcraft was real and certain people just meant you no good. I didn't know it was all evil on this path and I would be introduced to evil and people that mean me no good. I didn't know that certain things were no good. Like, I know I heard it. I know I heard rumors. I know I heard things. But I never imagined that it would be certain people that were no good. And maybe Alice always thinks back to when she met the Mad Hatter. Met the person that helped her along this journey. Started her out on this journey to finding self. Like, look, man, I got on this journey to simply find myself, and I ended up in a school, in an environment, in a community where everybody is like, it's one man for themselves. Or it's just simply one man for himself. Or I will be put in an environment where it's one man for himself. So Alice still thinks Like, man, the Mad Hatter was so special to me. And I wonder, where is the Mad Hatter? I wonder, can I call the Mad Hatter? I wonder, can I talk to him? I wonder, can I tell him what's going on with me right now? Like, man, everything you taught me, I still have right now. Everything that I felt inside of me, I still have right now. Everything that I possess, I am blessed to possess right now. But I still feel like I'm not enough. Surrounded by people that feel like I ain't enough right now. Or just trying to make me feel like I'm simply not enough right now. And yeah, it might be a couple good teachers, or it may be a good teacher, maybe one or two good teachers. But man, I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of evil teachers right now. And all I ever wanted to do was say, man, shout out to you. Big ups to you. Man, look at you. Go you. And to simply sit back and think that I was cheering for somebody or for evil teachers. I was trying to get oh, you're doing well from evil teachers. And you know, when we say you're just trying to get a congratulations or oh, you're doing well from evil teachers, it's like the teachers know that they see you, but they act like they don't see you. So those are the type of teachers. Like, man, I know I raised my hand. I know I aced that test. I know I did good on that project. I know I'm seeing signs, symbols, and synchronicities that tell me that these teachers are watching me. But I get nothing. But an evil stare, or a wicked laugh, or a smug look, or a F you from these teachers. So, at the end, Alice continues to work. But we all know we can't stay with these teachers. We all know we rotate teachers. We all know that we level up. We all know that we upgrade to different teachers. So yeah, this year and that year, and maybe that year was bad being around these evil teachers. But the most thing that Alice knew is that I had to stay good, even if I'm up against these evil teachers. I have to stay good. I have to remember what the Mad Hatter taught me. And even if I feel like, man, ain't nobody on this journey but evil teachers, I remember what the Mad Hatter taught me. And I still remember the teacher that said, "Go, Alice." So Alice will still graduate. Alice will still succeed. And Alice's goal will be a teacher. And Alice's goal will be bringing in better teachers, bringing in good teachers, being an example of what is a good teacher, being an example of being a teacher that wants to see students excel even if they are better than themselves. That is a good teacher. And Alice will motivate her students and Alice will educate her students about evil teachers. And Alice will face evil teachers head on, face to face. And Alice will say, it's nothing but a race of good versus evil. And since I had to go through the evil and continuously be good, I will take my place with the good teachers. And I will find more good teachers. And we will educate more students on how never to be an evil teacher. That is my story. That is my message. And that is my word. And I hope y'all got some type of value out of this. I'll be busy back, baby. Peace.